What up? It's your main man Chaxi. I have the beautiful Mariah. We are the Catalyst back with another banging episode. Banging because it was Valentine's. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, listen. I have seen Niaje. Are you well?
I'm trying to
Were
get
you treated
over,
nicely over Valentine's?
I'm trying to get over that joke. Like,
I have such fire jokes.
Nah,
if you
no.
try getting over my joke, will Maliza Nini the recording and you'd still be trying to get over my there you go. So now there's been a lot of conversation around the trend ever since Larry left the show, right?
Yeah.
And then even by the time Larry was leaving, 10 over 10 came up, a couple of other shows came up around the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like now every station has a show that is
Aka the
themed,
trend.
Aka the trend. So the trend was definitely one of the biggest entertainment, not even entertainment, but one of the biggest shows we had that was able to comfortably cover both politics, entertainment, and everything in between.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read a tweet by Sir Alexas, whatever. On Twitter, he says Larry was the trend. He left and that show became garbage. So I've had similar tweets over time.
Yeah.
So many times. And I think that's now exactly what we want to talk about. Is Amina doing a bad job? I've seen so many bad reviews. Personally, I've not liked so many interviews. Actually, I've not watched the trend for a long time now.
True.
And the trend used to be that show you'd never wanted to miss.
Exactly.
So what was the X factor that most people think does not exist on the show anymore?
Well, I'll say from an inside perspective, this is what I know.
Inside.
When the trend...
we wanapenda ndani.
Shut up.
Okay.
So when the trend started, Larry had a whole team. Like he had his creative people and everything.
Like making orders.
Yes.
Okay.
So when he was like 2 years before he left, half of his creation team for the trend had already left to BBC. So by the time he was leaving, it was just for him to step out and the trend poof. So right now, the people who are working on the trend with Amina, like the trend is literally on Amina's back.
Okay.
She wants to decide the
And
content.
and Amina has 1,001 other things
There
she's
you
doing
go.
at the same time.
Plus, I feel like also overburdening her with so many. She was like, I don't like, sis, get your coin, it's okay. But you can't, I don't feel like it's a good idea to give almost 3 same shows to one person and you expect different results from every show.
Okay. This is something that's gonna suffer. But now,
exactly.
because I try to ask myself, why did I like the trend? I like the trend because of the interviews, for sure. For me, because the trend is just basically about there was the bit of the conversations which Larry introduced on the final, maybe the last 1 year before he left, which is the TTTT, which was an interesting segment because they'd have different conversations which still exist.
Yeah.
And then mostly I would love the trend because of the interviews and the way Larry used to conduct the interviews.
Exactly.
Which I don't see is the same thing now. So my thing is, I feel that the show is not doing well because when Larry left the trend, they wanted to keep the same show but with a different person who was completely different from Larry. Because thing is, I feel like people used to watch the trend because of the personalities on the trend, not because of the structure of the show, but because of the personalities.
Yeah.
So when the personalities leave, and you cannot find a personality who can comfortably fit in the previous personality, then I feel like what they should have done is they should have taken the show on a break.
Yeah,
Then
restructured,
rebranded it, given it a new name,
No,
maybe
the
a
name
similar
can
new
still go
structure,
on.
and then a new face. I think even the name is crucial because each time you hear the trend, it
You
takes you
think
back to
Larry.
Larry. Exactly.
True.
So if the show has gotten to a point where it's more about the personalities, then it's the same thing that happened with the shows like Straight Up, Nini. When the Ian Mgueas left, it was getting to the point where the show was the personalities.
True.
So when these personalities leave, if you cannot find a perfect personality who can comfortably fit, then I feel like they should have taken a break, rebranded, gotten back with a new. It doesn't have to be a new concept. Just give it a new name. Better sisi human being psychologically vitu kidogo tu kama like a new name,
Yeah,
a new
makes you
host.
switch everything.
Yes.
It's true. But
So,
then
because
again,
honestly,
I don't know. I feel like Larry understood his demographic. Like he knew if I'm interviewing a reggae artist,
Yeah.
this is the kind of vibe I need to go with. Coming to Amta, this is the vibe I go with.
So, what makes a nice interview to you?
I feel like I don't even feel like there's anything like a nice interview. An interview
What
is
makes
just
a good interview, Basi, to you?
I couldn't come a good interview.
There
nice
is,
interview.
because this is a bad interview, this is a good interview.
No,
You
I
can
feel
tell.
like an interview should just flow. Like interview is not supposed to
Like
be
a
Q
river.
and A. It's supposed to
Ah.
be a conversation. That's what people don't understand. It's not it's
It's not an interrogation.
like we need to stop. It's just a conversation between me and you. By the time you even realize, like you crave for more, and it's over. Then that's what's lacking in the trend. It's more of so now these days what do?
Yeah.
Tell me ufanya.
How many
For now,
girlfriends do you have? How many
tomorrow,
girlfriends do you have?
Please.
So tell me, what are the challenges of an upcoming musician in Kenya? So I know those boring questions. And
Tell me your
we are talking about those questions on the last episode of Just Kidding with Charisma. Shout out to Charisma, man.
It's I don't know. I just feel like plus also right now TT.
The trend.
What?
Wait, the top trending topics, I don't know.
Yes, like you guys are sucking their life.
So that's why I'm telling you what they did with the trend is they maintained the exact same show, brought in very different people, and expected
different results.
Exactly. But now, what other show? Because I've seen nowadays 10 over 10 have like a panel thing that they're doing. What other show around the same time would you say is the hottest show right now on TV? And then just before that, another thing that Larry really managed to do, and I think people loved him for that, is he opened up the trend to so many young, upcoming, and talented guys. He really opened up the platform to so many people, and including even politicians. And I just love how comfortable Larry was covering a wide scope of topics, you know. And then he was natural, you know. He didn't sidika a lot on the show. He was very natural. By that I mean, like, you know, he didn't. It was not, you know what I mean. I told you I got jokes. You know what I'm saying? Man.
No, I'm laughing because you used that word.
See, that's the whole point. That's the joke. So, what is the hottest show on TV now? Like on Friday at 10 p.m.
Wait, me Friday 10
There's 10 over 10. There's the trend.
Friday 10 p.m. I don't even care what's happening on your TV.
Twerking.
Nah, bro. I don't really care what's happening on TV because I need to sleep and be ready for my show.
It's not about you. What is the hottest show?
No, I'll say generally.
10 over 10.
No. Like, are we talking about TV shows generally?
No. That
period. None. The Friday briefing, Basi.
Friday briefing, yeah.
Jesse.
Shout out to
Jesse
I love
Rogers. I
Jesse.
think
I'd
rather watch that, to be honest.
Okay.
Because Kwanzaa 10 over 10, your crowd is 18-year-olds. You have their father hosting the bloody. God, I'm tired.
Only listen. I know we need to wrap up, but I know for sure I've also had so many people online who say Willis doesn't fit that slot. I don't know, but
generally, I feel like the show that's really, really doing it right now on all TV stations, Lit 360. Lit.
Just from a biased.
No, but listen.
It is from a biased perspective.
It's not even about bias.
And listen, a few episodes into it, I'll say why this is a biased perspective.
All the episodes I've watched, do you know? I went to see how they do their thing.
They copied one of my shows I used to do on YouTube called Kwa Counter.
Okay. Oopsie.
Yeah, they did.
Oops.
That segment they do at the bar or whatever.
Sorry.
But it's okay. Mimi school. I didn't follow it Missouri.
Regardless, this is a show where before every shoot, there's literally like there's a whole board and right like
so
there needs like, you know, Chaxi, for every show I feel like the same way when me and you, before we record, we always have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And
I give
exactly.
You roses. You didn't say that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And yes, like basically just break down everything, like from how you're going to.
So planning is what you're saying.
Basically, and I feel like half of these shows are not well thought. Like it's recurrent but different artists, but it's the same thing.
Okay. So now you guys can let us know what you think. I think what they should have done to the trend is they should have taken a break, restructured, gotten a new face, so that it's like a new show that is coming up with a new personality.
Just for the whole show.
And then I don't like the interviews, so for me,
throw the whole show. Just keep Friday open.
so that you can have a slot.
No, just leave Friday open.
All right, I go by that guy Chaxi across all social media platforms.
Maria.
Until next week, bless.